Okay, it's only about 4 second lag. Hello, can you guys hear me all right? All right. Hey, let me ask you guys this question real quick before I start. I'll answer your first question. Do you guys prefer if I have my glasses on or off? Like I always take my glasses off, just so you guys don't get the glare, because I don't want that distracting you guys or the camera itself. I mean, I can see them just fine. It's just I have to kind of squint to see your guys' questions a little bit. Like I mean, I've done it before, but it's like a little bit of a challenge. But like, what do you guys prefer? Like glasses on or off? Like I'm trying to make these videos the best they can be for you guys. Like this is perfectly fine, but glasses I'm always worried about the glare. So yeah, whichever one you guys want is fine. I'm just testing it. I just want everything to look good. Yeah, but as for but I'll keep glasses on until someone says otherwise. But where was I last week? I was in El Paso, so I couldn't do a video. Yeah. All right. Do I like South Park? Yes, Gordon. I do like South Park. I watch it a lot, a lot. Super Gaming. How's my mouth feeling? It is feeling good. I still have the temporaries on. I was going through so many painkillers while I was in El Paso. It got really bad in El Paso. So I was like taking 2 pills of ibuprofen like every 6 hours. So it got really bad. The permanent ones shouldn't arrive till like next week before my next trip. So that's good. What's my opinion? Vamp, I'm not even joking. I literally filmed that video like 5 minutes ago. I think it's like 10 minutes long. I'm going to probably upload it after the mystery stream today. But yeah, that video is already done. It will be uploaded after the mystery stream. So don't worry about it. You got that. Don't worry, Sean. My mouth is fine. just the temporary caps are still in. I can't. They're not going to be removed for at least like another week, and then the permanent ones will come in and we good there. And what's up, Jackie boy? How you doing? Am I gonna go see the new James McAvoy thriller? Probably not. I mean, maybe I'll catch it on stream, but like I don't really have a need to go to the theaters anytime soon. Sean, do a top 5 songs of all time? Well, that's easy. Summer I Belong by Linkin Park, Breaking the Habit by Linkin Park, In the End by Linkin Park, Human Nature by Michael Jackson, and Rock With You by Michael Jackson. Those are my top 5 in that order. That's easy. Like if you give me like a top 10, like hell, even top 20, like top 10 and top 20 would be literally nothing but Linkin Park and Michael Jackson. I would have to make a list of maybe 30 or 40 before you would get another artist. So yeah. Gordon S. Yes. Just like Vamp. I literally just filmed a video sharing my thoughts. But if you really want to know, I'm just not a fan of this new vocalist. Not a fan. I would prefer they stay away from the old songs. Because like literally, they actually went out of the way and played my top 5 favorite Linkin Park songs live with this new vocalist, and I didn't like it at all. And I don't want to hear anyone pulling out the sexist card saying, oh, I'm not a fan of her because she's a woman. No, I don't think she's a good vocalist. And there are plenty of cover bands I've heard on YouTube who have female vocalists who can sing these Linkin Park songs way better than who they got. So I'm just not a fan of this vocalist singing the old songs, and then I actually went out of my way to hear like 1 or 2 of the new songs they're doing for their like upcoming album, and I didn't like how those songs sounded either. I would have liked it if they just changed the band completely, because I don't even know how many of the original members are left. Like a number of original members aren't even in this new version, so it's not even Linkin Park anymore. So I think it would have been better had they just made a brand new name and just start a whole new band. I think that would have been better. But like what they're doing, I'm not a fan of it. I know there's some people who are a fan of this and are totally cool with it, and there's some people like me who are just not a fan of it. So I'm not a fan of this side. Give me a hint on the mystery game. I'll let you know when we're about halfway through. You like Fort Minor? I'm not sure what that means, Gordon, but all right. I'm very conflicted about the whole situation, especially knowing about the new singer's background. You know, I just found that out recently. That's, you know, that makes me feel a certain way, but like that tells me that they didn't think this through. Yeah. Sean, what would I do if I lived in the universe of Metal Gear Solid? Live in the forest and not interact with anybody. I don't want to get involved. Super Gaming. You found out you can play old Doom maps on consoles now. Okay, that's pretty cool. Can I whistle the end credits theme song? Like a little bit, like, you know. I think that might have been the intro. Did I see Suicide Squad something? I'm not sure what that is. So I'm not familiar with that. How to describe Fallen Order in 2 words? A flawed sequel. A lot of improvements, a couple of things. I think they could have tightened up with the story. The story got a little wacky by the end, but like gameplay wise, it was definitely a major improvement over the first game, no question. Black Wolf, did you know that Nick Mundy in Screen Junkies How to Fix Transformers mistook Linkin Park for Nickelback? Oh my god, I was thinking that exact same thing. Like, I mean, that's my problem with what they're going. It's like, even with the last album, like One More Light, like I said this in my ranking video. It's like I have no idea who this album is for. Like this album was damn sure not for the old fans. At that stage in their career, you're not going to get any new fans. And the way your songs sound, they sound like so many other bands that have been doing this for so much longer and are already better than you. So you're trying to go after an audience that already has so many better options. And it just feels like Linkin Park at that point was in a bit of an identity crisis because they didn't want to try to go back because they felt they were too old to make some of the older sounds. They tried experimenting with a few albums like Thousand Suns and Living Things. Those were experimental albums. And so they went in this completely different direction with a totally new sound that sounded completely alien to what you would expect from Linkin Park. And it sounded like so many other bands that were better. And I was just like, what the hell is this? And that's why I hated it so much. Like, even the messages were depressing. And, like, I don't listen to Linkin Park to be depressed. And they were so focused on having guest artists to sing along with them. It felt off. Who also... Yeah, Vamp, I heard. Yeah, a name change, that would have been better. Joke question. What would you do if someone was dressed up in an afro dude and he said some to you? Okay, hi. I've actually had that happen to me before, but it was nothing. You finished playing Far Cry 6 on New Game Plus. Congratulations. I'm not really the biggest Far Cry fan myself, but you know. What is my second favorite Metal Gear Solid game? That would be Metal Gear Solid 4. Because Metal Gear Solid 3 is my favorite Metal Gear Solid game, and that's my number 1 favorite game of all time. And Metal Gear Solid 4 is my like my favorite PlayStation 3 game, so that would make it my 3rd favorite video game of all time. So like my top 5 favorite video games would be Metal Gear Solid 3, Final Fantasy X, Metal Gear Solid 4, Dead Space 2, and then Resident Evil 5. Resident Evil 4. That would be number 5. What would I... Describe the MCU in 2 words. Very predictable. Rodin, Scientology is still alive. Yeah, I forgot about that. Like, the only time I hear about Scientology is Tom Cruise's name pops up. That's the only time that word ever comes up. You mean... Oh, how would I... what do you mean Jedi Fallen Order? What do you mean? Yeah, Sean, your previous question wasn't tied to that. Yeah, Vamp, I agree. The fact that they're trying that just, yeah. I think they're just doing it for the money, personally. Have I played the first Space Marine game? No, I'm not. No, I've never played Space Marine. Rodin, you want to know, as far as I'm concerned, Suicide Squad is just a fever dream Batman had because of Scarecrow's fear toxin. Yeah, I would like to think so. Gordon, Living Things I thought was great. My third favorite. No, no, no. I'm not saying that those weren't great. I'm simply saying that I felt I think after Minutes to Midnight, I think Thousand Suns and Living Things, those are kind of experimental. Hunting Party, they tried to actually replicate the older songs, but for me, they felt outdated at the time of their release, and it felt odd in the order they were releasing those albums. But with One More Light, it felt like they went in such a drastic direction, far from anything they'd ever done before. It didn't even feel like it was the band itself anymore. But I like A Thousand Songs in Living Things. Those are experimental albums for Linkin Park in the right way. Those actually have a lot of really great songs that still feel like Linkin Park. They're just different. And you want that for bands. You don't want them to just keep repeating the same sound every single time. Then it gets boring and repetitive. So, yeah, I like those albums. I do. I think they're great. What if Suicide Squad Killed the Justice League actually included the costumes? I don't know. Black Wolf, I know nothing about that game. I didn't want to play it to begin with. So you're asking the wrong person about Suicide Squad. I know nothing about that game at all. I wanted to avoid that. I don't know why it took them 7 years to get a new singer. I feel like, yeah, 7 years, that's way too long. By that point, we'd all moved on. Like, the next time I should, like here's how serious I am about, like, avoiding this new version of Linkin Park, whatever they're calling it. I actually unsubscribed to them on YouTube, unfollowed them on X, Facebook, and Instagram. So I have and mind you, these are channels, these are pages I have been following and have been subscribed to since I started YouTube or had these accounts. Like when I first made my Twitter and I first made my Facebook and I was first on Instagram, like those were the first things I followed and subscribed to. And I unsubscribed and unfollowed all of them. I think the next time I show any real interest in Linkin Park will be in 3 years when they release the 20th anniversary of Minutes to Midnight. And I think that probably will be the last 20th anniversary album I really I show like a lot of real investment into. So that's 3 years from now. So I'm going to wait and see what happens till then. But yeah. Which video game character would have the most difficult time dealing with the frogs? What video game character? Sam Fisher, I guess? But I don't really know him that well, so I'm just making a guess. Never got the stealth camouflage for Metal Gear Solid 4. You wear the stealth camouflage from the very beginning, so... You know. What do I make of Marlon Brando? He was a great actor at his time, but I can't say I'm a big fan of his work. I mean, I know he was in The Godfather, and that's about it, but like, I'm not the biggest fan of his. Not the biggest Linkin Park fan, but likes Breaking the Habit. That's perfectly fine. Chester Bennington carried Linkin Park. Without him, it's just not the same band anymore. Yeah, he was not only the voice, he was the heart of that band. Once both of those are gone, then you might as well call it something else and go a completely different direction. The only true bad Linkin Park album is One More Light. Yep, I've been saying that for 7 years. Have I seen... Well, yeah, I do. Dude, I'm telling you guys. You guys don't... I promise you. You guys don't have to keep asking Linkin Park questions. I go over everything you guys are talking about in the next video. I literally finished that minutes before I start pressing the stream button. I am not joking. Like, it is... Yeah, the footage is on this. It's on this SD card. I'm editing it on my... Literally, my laptop is right here. I was editing it. So you guys can hold back on the Linkin Park questions. Trust me, as soon as I'm done with the mystery gaming stream today, I will be working on this. It should take me less than 30 minutes to get it edited, uploaded, and everyone will know. So You guys are good. I got you covered. My top two favorite items are American Idiot and Meteor. Yeah. What if, again, Black Wolf? You're asking the wrong guy about Suicide Squad. I know nothing. I literally know nothing about that game. I know nothing. Jackie Boy, what is the most annoying status effect? Oh my god. Oh, I think confusion. I think that's the worst. Like if you run into if you run into a Morbo in Final Fantasy X and you get hit by that bad breath, you are fucked. Like it doesn't matter how much you level up. Like that is like a slow and painful death. There is no way to survive that. That is like anytime I see that monster pop up, I immediately quiver with fear. Like I was absolutely shocked when I saw that thing pop up in Final Fantasy 16. I was like, "Oh my god, it's that thing." Linkin Park is done. Yeah. Yeah. Like I'm still gonna listen to their albums. I mean, I picked this album for my birthday just last week. It was the last one they had. And this one cost $40. I paid $40 for an album that is 20 years old that most people don't even know about. $40. And heck, I can't even play it. I have no record player, so it's gonna stay wrapped till the end of time. Uh, can you name anything that would be that would? Can I name anything that would have made the Return of Shadow Moses better? No, I think how they handled that in Metal Gear Solid 4 is perfect. I thought it was absolutely perfect how they handled it in Metal Gear Solid 4. Absolutely. I don't want Linkin Park to be remembered like this. Yeah, same here. Like I think this little experiment of theirs is going to be very short-lived. What about Daniel Day-Lewis? Who's your favorite actor? Favorite actor? I don't really know. I just know that Daniel Day-Lewis is probably the GOAT of acting because the guy's made nothing but good, great films, and he's won 3 Oscars. So I'm not really sure. No. It's okay, Vamp, about the Linkin Park questions. I know you're emotional. I'm emotional too. You'll see that in me in the video. I promise. Can I whistle "Nobody's Listening" by Linkin Park? Yeah, but I don't want to right now. It's kind of complicated. What is that book on my bed? It's not a book. It's the album. It's an album. It's not a book. I was showing this off in my video. Like that's how you know I literally filmed the video about this before the stream. Like, yeah. So it's kind of the book, and it's got all their stuff and CDs and albums and all that good stuff. Yeah. Suicide Squad is cringe, bro. Yeah. Less than 30 minutes to edit. That's some excellent hardware. Yes, it is. Linkin Park, Disturbia, Avenged. Yeah, I listened to all those bands growing up. Confusing 1,000 years. Absolutely. Yeah. Happy late birthday. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it. Believe it or not, we didn't really. Yeah, the funny thing is, whenever we actually go to, whenever I go to my brother's house, we typically it's kind of low key because I actually share a birthday with my brother's grandma-in-law, and she's really nice, and we've done that for at least the last 3 years. So yeah, that's always a fun time. So there's 3 of us there that have birthdays, and we really only celebrate 2. For my birthday, me and my brother, we typically just go to Dave and Buster's, which we've done for the past 3 years, and we spend 30 minutes there. That's my birthday. And this last time, he was kicking my ass in every game. I think there was maybe 1 game I beat him in, but we played everything, and he was just beating me. So that was a fun experience. Also love Disturbed Innocence and Vintage One's Final Linkin Park. I wouldn't be surprised if they. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised either. Sounds like a good video idea. Top five favorite. We'll see. Do I think I could buy Mecha Break or Chainsaw Lollipop Repop Edition? I think I already have. I think I have Lollipop Chainsaw. I think I already have that. Did you listen to any? Yes. No, not. Did I listen to any Linkin Park songs while I was playing Final Fantasy? No, I would listen to Linkin Park if I was playing like something like God of War, like something with like a lot of rage, like that. That's typically the best games to play Linkin Park with. It's typically something where like a fighting game or an action game, but not an RPG. RPG, I would listen to something a little bit softer, depending on what was going on the screen. Can't believe it's been 23 years. Yeah, I know, that makes me feel old. Do I like Stricken by Disturbed? Oh yeah, Disturbed's a great band. They're remaking Lollipop Chainsaw. Really? Okay, I'm surprised the feminists haven't come out to say something about that. What's my favorite dress fear in Final Fantasy X-2? Either the Dark Knight or the Mascot, believe it or not. The Mascot is ridiculously powerful, and a lot of people don't think that because it's like they're dressed up as like furries, but like they are powerful as hell. And then the Dark Knight ones, those ones are pretty powerful too. I like the song Linkin Park made, It's Going Down. Yeah. What is a Transformer that on the cover? What is that? A Transformer on the cover or a Gundam? That is more accustomed to a Gundam, I would say. That definitely looks more like a Gundam. No question. That's definitely not a Transformer. And believe it or not, they actually have a Gundam right at the beginning of the music video Samurai Belong. They actually have a broken down Gundam in the background, so yeah. Give your soul to me for eternity. No, Gordon, I think I'll keep mine. What did I think of Collision Course? I mean, it was okay, but I didn't really think too much about it. It was just like, it's okay. Didn't really, nothing too special. It's fine. And I'm all caught up on questions. That was a lyric from Inside the Fire. Really? Why don't you give Pat McAfee album We Live Here a shot? No, maybe if I have enough time. Why am I drinking? What am I drinking? I'm drinking water. Definitely water. Distilled water, to be more exact. Oh, speaking of which, I wanted to ask you guys, have any of you, let me know, have any of you guys seen my Dragon Ball Z movie tier list? Have any of you guys seen it? Can I sing Go Power Rangers? There you go. There's Power Rangers. Thoughts on Beerus from Dragon Ball Super? Oh, he's a cool character. I just don't think we've seen the best of him. Like, the best of him is definitely in the manga. Like Beerus is very toned down in Super. But, like, if you see how he is in the manga, wow, he is a real force of nature. Okay, you saw that? Okay, I'm going to tell you guys something that I'm surprised. That video was over a week old. No one has pointed this out. But here's a secret that we discussed before my trip. I mentioned that I was going to be using a brand new camera, a new 4K camera. No one has said this. But what you saw in that first minute was actually this camera. That is a 100% pure 4K video. That is what videos are going to look like in 2025. I wanted to do a pure 4K video. That is what it's going to look like. And no one caught that. Like if you actually look at if you actually kind of compare like how my standard videos look and you compare it to that one, there is a serious quality difference. Like it was so damn good while I was editing it while I was in Opacity, I was tempted to switch over to this camera now. But no one noticed it. That is the first high quality 4K video. And not one of you noticed it. Until I told you. I'm curious how many people are going to go back and look at that video now. Like, just the first minute. That is 4K. Way better than the camera I've been using. And that's how videos are going to look next year. I'm going to hold off because there's a certain lens I want to get. But, I looked at that and there was a massive quality difference. I didn't agree that super average. I just Vamp. I'm like, look. I just hate that. Like, if you think about it, Super Android and Legendary Super Saiyan, they have like literally the same ending. And like everyone is trying to fight off the Android and Broly, and he just kicks all the ass, and then Goku just beats him with one punch. Like literally, he beats Broly with like one power up punch after getting like stomped on like for 20 minutes. And he takes out Broly with one punch, and he does the same thing with Android 13. He's just charging up a spirit bomb. He takes the power into himself, and then he just beats him with one. He just punches right through them. He takes out Broly and Android 13 the exact same way. He just takes energy. It's like in Broly, he just takes energy from everybody near him, and then in Android 13, he just makes a spirit bomb and does the same thing. Like that, like I just hate endings like that. Like that's why I think Battle of Gods is like the best one because Goku doesn't have to win. And there's a real fight. Like even after he gets the Super Saiyan God power up, there's still a fight. Like I don't like it when even when Goku got Super Saiyan for the first time and he fought Frieza, that wasn't a one-sided fight. Like Goku was still getting beat up. That was a real fight. Up until the end, when Goku was like, it was clear he was getting the better of the fight. But still, those are the kind of Dragon Ball endings I like, and so many of those movies have that exact same formula. Yeah, he's just. And the funny thing is about the Broly movies, it's weird how that's supposed to take place right before Cell. So it's just we were could you imagine them stepping out of the time capsule and they have to deal with this so Cell is still at Earth, so they leave Earth while Cell is there, just standing in his arena being I can't sense them. Why didn't they leave the planet for some reason? Am I missing something? That would be funny. When did Vegeta become a good guy? I want to say that's a very good question. I want to say probably Super. If we're being fair, I would probably say about Super. He was a pure good guy because I'm thinking it's the Namek arc he was helping the protagonist, but he was more like an anti-hero, and he was kind of an anti-hero during the Android saga, and he was very much an anti-hero during the Buu saga, even though he tried to go back to being evil, and that didn't last for very long. But yeah, I would say probably Super. That was probably the first time he was 100% a protagonist. But maybe even GT. I would even say even GT. I'd say GT was also pure protagonist Vegeta. Because Frieza is GOAT, Dragon Ball villain, as far as I'm concerned. Dragon Ball movies are not canon, thankfully. You know, the funny thing is that the Super movies are kind of canon because it's weird. There's a movie version of that story, and then they just redo the story for the show, and it's told the same way with a few differences. A lot of people don't notice that. They actually retell those movie stories in the actual show over a few episodes, but it's a little different. So Yeah. No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't say Vegeta turned good though. Yeah, after getting killed by Frieza, I wouldn't say he was a good guy during the Android saga. I would say he was more of an anti-hero. I would not say he was pure good. I mean, I just think that he just didn't have anything else to do, and like he was obsessed with becoming a Super Saiyan, and he didn't really have anywhere else to go. Like, Planet Vegeta was gone, Frieza was dead. Like, I mean, he just stayed on Earth because he didn't have anywhere else to go. He didn't have anything else to do. Broly will always be the Broly to me. Why? Vegeta was a villain because that's just how he was. When he got his ass handed to him by Cell, he became good because he realized that he ain't the main villain anymore. Maybe. That's debatable. Yeah, I would say he was still I would say, yeah, he was very, very much an anti-hero. Yeah, he was very much an anti-hero. And then dude, even after he got married and had a kid, I would say he was still kind of anti-heroish because you have to remember he did let himself become possessed by Babidi, and then he murdered all those people at the tournament just so he could get that power up. And to be fair, here's the thing that a lot of people don't acknowledge. You do realize that Goku's never beaten Vegeta. Like, they fought like 3 times, and Vegeta has, for the most part, won all 3 of their fights. Like, I mean, think about it. Like, their first fight, even though Vegeta had to go into Great Ape form, he won that fight against Goku. And then in their second fight, when they were at pretty much the same power level, they were both practically at Super Saiyan 2. You look at that second fight, Vegeta is very much getting the better of Goku. Now, some people would say, well, that wouldn't have happened if Goku went Super Saiyan 3. And I agree. Yeah, had Goku gone Super Saiyan 3, yeah, that's a different story. But he didn't. On an even level, Vegeta really was winning. And then the fight got, like, interrupted. And then they have, like, another fight in the latest Dragon Ball movie, and Vegeta wins that fight, too, and even Goku acknowledges it. Like, Goku acknowledges that Vegeta beat him again. So it's funny that Goku's the main hero, yet Vegeta technically beaten him 3 times. No one has beaten Goku more times than Vegeta, and yet he's seen as like the weaker of the two, and yet Goku's never beaten him, ever. No. No. Goku was not the kind of person to let him win. No, that Goku's not that kind of person. I think GT had some good moments. It wasn't always good. There's definitely a lot about it I don't like, but there's some good moments in there. It's just jealousy of Goku that made him evil again. Vegeta cheated the second fight against. You can't say that's. I mean, that's how you view it. It's like, is that really cheating? I don't know. They were fighting on even levels. Like, they both went to Super Saiyan 2, and even Goku was surprised. Like, there's a line that Goku has, like, he's fighting Vegeta, and he's surprised that Vegeta is, like, not easy to beat. Like, I think Goku was, like, maybe taking Vegeta a little bit lightly. Like, he thought, like, he would easily beat Vegeta, and he's like, why am I so surprised that Vegeta is this hard to fight? Like, all the guy has done for 7 straight years is train. Why am I surprised? So that tells you something. GT over Super? Nah. Yeah, Vamp. Can't agree with you on that one. No, can't do that. Okay, we got like 24 more minutes. It was a badass moment. It was a badass moment. Vegeta literally knocked him out after they stopped fighting. That's cheating. I wasn't even talking about that. I was simply talking, like, if you look at the hit ratio and how the fight was going, Vegeta was clearly winning. Like, both of these guys on an even power level, which they were at that time, even though Goku could have gone to Super Saiyan 3, he chose to fight Vegeta on an even level. Vegeta was clearly winning. And I think, had the fight not been interrupted, I think Vegeta probably would have outlasted Goku. I very much believe that. I like to look at Vegeta's face when Goku was about to kill Supreme Kai. He's like, damn, I thought I was addicted to fighting. Yeah. Like, I'll say this. I think, personally, my problem with the Buu Saga is I think it dragged out too long. Personally, I would have ended it right when Vegeta blew himself up with a final explosion. That's, to me, where it should have ended. I think it dragged on way too long because they added all these new, like, transformations and they didn't mean anything. Like, they spent, like, this whole time trying to build up Gotenks, and then Gotenks going to Super Saiyan 3, and that didn't go anywhere. Then they spent, like, a lot of time trying to build up Mystic Gohan, and that didn't go anywhere. And then they tried to build up Vegito, and that didn't go anywhere. And then at the end, it was Goku again beating Kid Buu, who was like, as far as I know, Kid Buu is not the strongest version of Buu, but like he's the most dangerous. Super Buu is definitely the strongest version of Majin Buu, but like Kid Buu is like the most unstable. Wow, really? Buu Saga's your favorite? Vamp, you are a rarity. I do not know a lot of people that would say that. They would probably go with the Namek arc. They would probably go with that one. Okay, but anyway, guys, you guys can keep asking questions. I'll literally be right back. I just gotta get more water. I'm out of water, so I'll be back like in 40 seconds. Okay, I'm back. And the distaste that Thor could... I know nothing... Marcus, I'll be honest, I know nothing about that. I stopped watching Death Battle a long time ago. I have no idea what matches Death Battle did after Sephiroth versus Virgil, but like once I called what they were doing, that was when Death Battle lost all credibility for me. So I know nothing about that. I've heard of that matchup, but I never saw it. Yeah, that does suck that he never gets to kill Frieza. That does suck. Alright, in about 10 more minutes, we'll start discussing what the mystery stream is going to be. So, to tell you the truth, Vegeta easily stomps Thor. I know nothing about that. Marcus, I know nothing about that. By the way, a quick question. Do you think this camera looks better than the previous one? Because I spent this is a more expensive webcam than the one I've been using for like the past 4 years. So I just wanted to make sure my money was well invested with this new webcam. It does look better? Okay, thanks. Thank you. I just want to make sure. I spent like a month looking for multiple webcams that are about $100. I feel like investing. Like that last one was a Logitech. And so I definitely was looking for a much better camera. So okay, glad to know that I got a good investment. Speaking, also funny thing, apparently this is what my sisters got me for my birthday. Like, they got me a Tim Burton Batman figure, and this one is kind of funny. This one, like, apart from a bunch of birthday cards, they got me this book for I Feel Bad. They got me like a Gotham Knights, I don't even know type of book. And I appreciate the thought, but like this is a game I didn't even like fully play. Like, I think I played this for like 3 hours and then I just couldn't finish it. I didn't like it. But I think it's the thought that counts. Have I seen the new Beetlejuice? No, I have not seen the new Beetlejuice. I'm actually gonna wait until I'm in Hawaii, because when I get to Hawaii, it's gonna be like 7 o'clock in the morning, and I can't check into my motel till like 3 o'clock. So I need something to do for like 6 hours. So I think I'm gonna spend like 3 hours seeing like 2 movies. Like, I'll probably see Beetlejuice and then see Transformers 1, and that'll burn like 3 hours. So like that's why I'm holding off on seeing like any movies, because I'll probably see like 2 movies just to pass the time when I'm in Hawaii. But I've seen several reviews about it, but like, yeah, I'm holding off on that. Yes, Vamp. I'm going to Hawaii. I will be going in 13 days. I leave on the 24th. I'll be there for 3 days, and I'll be back on the 27th. I'll be honest, I would have wanted to go to Hawaii with like a significant other or someone else, but like, I'm still single, so I'll have to make do. And the funny thing, I've said this to myself, I've said this to like a lot of people. This is like the first vacation that I have like, there's no like overarching goal. Like, I have no idea what I'm gonna do there. Like, all I know is I'm just looking to do stuff. Like, anytime I go to someplace, any place else, there's like a primary goal. Like, if I go to someplace in California, it's either to go to Disneyland or some type of convention. Or if I go to El Paso, I'm going to go see my brother. Or if I go to Baltimore, I'm going to go visit my dad's family. But, like, this is literally the first time I'm going someplace, and there's, like, nothing waiting for me there. I'm just there to do random stuff. Just because. So, that's a new experience. If you were to ask me who's my favorite Mortal Kombat character, it's Scorpion. Marcus, my favorite character is Scorpion too. I would like to go to Japan with a significant other. You know what? I used to want to go to Japan, but after seeing how badly tourists treat the locals and terrorize them, I gave that up. I feel so bad for the locals, like, I don't want to do anything that might make the locals feel like even slightly uncomfortable. So I've given up on ever going to Japan. Like, I've seen so many videos, so many examples of just this tourist just messing with them. It pisses me off. So like, because of like bad tourist behaviors, especially American tourists, I gave that up. Like, out of respect. Like, I've agreed I will, like, as badly as I want to go to Japan, I've given that up out of respect for the locals. I do not want to risk accidentally making them feel uncomfortable, which is unfortunate, because that is from what I've seen, that's such a beautiful place to visit. Build the world's biggest sandcastle. I don't think I got that kind of skill. Johnny Cage for me. Yeah. I would say Johnny Cage is my main in Mortal Kombat 1, though I would say he's my main. Alright, we got 4 more minutes. I mean, we still got like 14 minutes till this live stream starts and we jump into the mystery stream, but we got like 4 more minutes before we start talking about what we want to play. So you guys got anything else you want to talk about? Because according to my meter here, there's only 4 of you here. Yeah, it went by fast today. And this is like the first one we've had in like 2 weeks. Guys got anything else? Have I played Asteroid? No, I have not. I want to though. I want to though. Yeah, it looks like a fun game. If anything, Scorpion is actually my second favorite fighting game character, second to Akuma. Okay, that's cool. I think Akuma's got a cool visual look. You watched the Mario movie for the first time today. Great movie. Wait, the animated one or the live action one? You gotta be specific. Out of all the battles in Dragon Ball, which one is the best to me? Oh, that's a tough favorite fight. This might sound generic, but I gotta go with probably Goku and Vegeta's first fight. I think that's the best. It's just got the right amount of back and forth action, and Goku doesn't win. So, it doesn't have a generic ending. It extends a bit. It requires everybody to take down Vegeta. You also watched Sonic 2 for the first time 2 weeks ago. I'm very excited for Sonic 3. Yeah, I'm gonna binge the first two films going into that movie. I wouldn't be surprised if there's some theaters that are gonna do that. They're gonna have like some sort of special that'll play like the first two movies leading up into the third one. Because if there's an event like that, then I'll definitely go. Absolutely. For me, it's Frieza. It shows how much of a menace he is. Okay. Two most anticipated movies are Sonic 2 and Terrifier 3. Okay. Still planning on reacting to the Devil May Cry anime. Yeah, sure. When it comes out, I'll check it out. Have I seen the new Terminator anime? Yeah, Terminator Zero. Yeah, I saw it. I watched it while I was on vacation when I was in El Paso. I've been watched it in one go. It was okay. I mean, Hey, what's up, Zach? How you doing? All right. You guys can keep throwing in your questions, but I'm going to give you a bunch of options on what you guys want me to stream. I know we usually keep it a mystery, but I didn't really install too many new... Like, I think there's like maybe one new game I picked up since last week. Yes, I heard about James Earl Jones. That was sad. Yeah, I heard. How could I not hear? So I'm going to give you guys a number of options, and you tell me what you guys want to see me play. So I did the newest game I picked up was Hogwarts, like a Harry Potter Quidditch Champion, which I got for free. I haven't been playing a lot of that. I'm still in the tutorial mode. I've gotten a lot better in Dragon Ball FighterZ. I'm a lot better, and I even picked up like 8 new characters. So I've got like a pretty well team. I got Master Duel. I've got Mortal Kombat 1. I've got Helldivers. I got Cyberpunk. I got Dead Space. I got Apex and Stellar Blade. What would you guys like to see? There's only 5 of you, so this is gonna be. You got like a lot of options. So you glorious 5 are gonna decide what we play. Could be decided by like 1 or 2 votes, but like out of those games, what would you like to see? Yu-Gi-Oh! DBZ Fighters. Okay, we got 1 vote for each. Any taker? Anyone else? My meters. What the fuck is up? Sorry about that. Yeah, sucks. Doesn't matter. Well, Vamp, you need a vote. Doesn't matter, doesn't help us. We need a vote. Flip a coin, make a decision. I think the next gen consoles were probably. Oh no. Don't say that, Broken Limit. That's exactly. That is. Okay, so we got 2 for Dragon Ball. If we get 1 for Dragon Ball, that's what we're going to stream for the next hour. Unless someone. Uh-oh. Okay, okay, we're all over the place. So we got 1 for Yu-Gi-Oh!, 2 for Dragon Ball. Yeah, 2 for Dragon Ball, 1 for Mortal Kombat, 1 for Cyberpunk. I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh! Would be interesting since I've been playing Duel Links. So are you switching it to strictly Yu-Gi-Oh? So that'll be like 1 Yu-Gi-Oh, 2 Dragon Ball, 1 Mortal Kombat, 1 Cyberpunk, and there's 6 of you. So I think we might need like 1 more vote for 1 new person, and that'll be the game. And we still got 8 minutes for this stream. So and there's apparently 6 of you here. So someone hasn't voted yet. Marcus. Okay, so I think we got 2. I think that's all right. So it's gonna be Dragon Ball. Okay. Okay. All right. So it's Dragon Ball. Okay. All right. It's already ready to go. Disc was already in. I was actually playing that like all day yesterday. So I've been getting a hell of a lot better at it. I still have not challenged anyone online though. I am still like challenging the computer on hard difficulty, and I'm getting very, very better. I've got maybe 2 sets of like solid teams. I don't like mixing them. So how was my trip? My trip was fine. My trip was great. Got to see my little nephew for the first time. Great kid. Can't wait to see how he grows up. And bro's doing a great job as a dad. He is doing an absolutely fantastic job. And remember, if we get 10 people in the game stream, I'll turn the camera on. So like as soon as the stream ends, wait like 60 seconds, and then the game stream will start. Like it's already set up and ready to go. Thank you, Vamp. I appreciate that. I think there's maybe only like, I want to say 6 or 5 fighters I haven't purchased. I ended up buying like 8. So yeah. You think the Violent from Phantom Thieves would be helpful? Yeah, probably. I don't care about the Pro Edition. I don't either. It's pointless. I'm not getting that. You crazy? I ain't spending $800+ to get that damn thing. You crazy? That is like I think that would make it officially like the most expensive console like ever. Like, and there have been some really ridiculously priced consoles back in the 90s. There's some ridiculously priced ones. You can't buy a PlayStation. I need to pay bills. Look, just from what I saw, it's not even a big enough improvement. Like it's not even that. It's not even worth upgrading for. So, like, people that are gonna get that are people who have like money to waste. But like for the rest of us normal people, that's not worth paying. And here's the funny thing: can any of us even like realistically see an 8K? Like, as humans, our eyes are incapable of even seeing that kind of detail. So like trying to buy something for like such a high quality is useless to us, because even with 20/20 vision, we can't even see those details. So they're kind of pointless. And if you don't even have the right TV for it, you're shit out of luck. So you want me to pay like $800 and then spend like another grand on a TV? Like, I'm not going through that again. Yeah, Rodin, absolutely. I mean, if you're going to spend that much money, you might as well just buy a PC. You know, I was thinking about the 3DO. I don't know. Yeah, I would say that the Pro is more expensive than the 3DO. Let me double check. Yep. 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 3DO launched at $699, and the PlayStation is even more. Yeah, because you have to remember, you have to get the. It doesn't come with the stand, and it probably won't come with a backup controller, and it won't come with the disc drive, which you're gonna want to buy because if you've been buying physical discs, you have to buy it. It's not our fault Concord failed. That didn't even come out. Like, was anyone even gonna get that game? I totally forgot about that game. Like, I saw that game once and totally forgot about it, and then like they canceled it before it's even released. Like, I didn't even know about that. 3DO. 3DO was it was supposed to be like an advanced 3D system to compete with the 16-bit era. And it was just ridiculously overpriced and it had no good games on there. And it failed. Yeah. Imagine paying $700 for a PS Pro and thinking, oh yeah, I need games. Yeah, you would have to pay practically $800 plus. That's ridiculous. Like, I don't know. I wonder if this level of stupidity skips a generation. Because, like, say what you will about PlayStation 3. Like, yeah, PlayStation 3 had, like, a really rocky start. But by the end, it all worked out. And then you look at the PlayStation 4 era, and they made nothing but good choices. And so now that they're high on their success, they feel like they can't do anything wrong, so they make this stupid decision. And the PlayStation 4 5 was already doing well. Like, it's already outsold the Xbox Series X's by, like, 3 times as many. I'm not sure if... I think they need a couple of more games, because like last time I checked, they've sold like over 60 million units, so that's good. So it's already the best-selling console of its generation. But like if they don't do something when the Switch 2 comes out, it's gonna get blown out of the water. Well, Vamp, everybody had Street Fighter 2. Like, what console? Hell, Street Fighter 2 was on the Game Boy. What wasn't Street Fighter 2 on? It came out, sold poorly, and got shut down in 11 days. Yeah. Yeah. The Game Awards are going to be so bad with the looking... Oh. Yeah. I'd rather pay $800 for an R... Yeah, let's not go crazy. Yeah, let's not go crazy. Holy snap, 10 of you? Okay, I just lost 3. Okay, well, in about a minute, I'm going to cut off the stream here. I'm actually going to start up Dragon Ball right now. That way we can make the switch. 3DO is like the Dreamcast. No, the Dreamcast was killed by the PlayStation because it didn't have a DVD drive. Like, literally. Like, I think the Dreamcast was a good system, but, like, compared to the PlayStation, they lost it when the moment they lost the Japanese market, it was dead. It was dead. Like PlayStation was like the cheapest DVD player you could have picked up at the time. So like people who weren't even gamers were buying the PlayStation 2 because it was the cheapest DVD player at the time. Like that's a big reason why so many people picked up one. Just found out the PlayStation 1 could play CDs. Yeah, I could play CDs. I think PlayStation, its history is it's always had a challenge with backwards compatibility. Liz, you think about like PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 is compatible with PlayStation 1. The launch PS3s were compatible with PlayStation 2, but not PlayStation 1. And then the price drop PlayStation 3s were compatible with PlayStation 1, but not PlayStation 2. PlayStation 4 was flat out not backwards compatible at all. And then PlayStation 5 is compatible with 4, but like people were hoping they'd make some sort of emulator or some sort of program that would make it compatible with 3. Because there's so many great games that are stuck on 3 that we really want to replay them. But okay, yeah. Okay, so I'm about to cut the stream literally 60 seconds. And then the game stream for Dragon Ball is going to start up. So, yeah, get yourself ready for that. So, I will see you guys in literally less than 60 seconds. But thank you for joining me on the stream. Let's pop into Dragon Ball. And heck, maybe if you guys give me enough confidence or some of you guys actually have the game, we can have my first online fight. If one of you guys, maybe we'll find out. So I'll see you guys in like 60 seconds, and I'll catch you guys next week.